Part A, write down the inequality for 2 marks. If you see 2 circles, we always put the letter in the middle. In this case, it's x, so x goes in the middle. The signs will always face the left. We copy the 2 numbers above the circles. In this case, -2 goes on the left. In this case, +3 goes on the right. If it's a coloured in circle, that means we include it, which means we have an extra line under that inequality. So x is greater than -2 and x is less than or equal to 3. Part B, write down the integers that satisfy 2n is greater or equal to -3 and less than 8. If you're solving an inequality, if you've got 2 inequality signs, we always want the letter by itself in the middle. As we've got 2n, just like we do in solving an equation, 2n in algebra means 2 times n. So the opposite of times by 2 is I'm going to divide each part, the left, the middle and the right, therefore by 2. On the left-hand side, -3 divided by 2, that will give us -1.5. In the middle, 2n over 2, 2's will cancel to give us just n. And on the right, 8 divided by 2 gives us 4. As we were asked to write down the integers, an integer is a whole number. The first integer that's greater or equal to -1.5 is actually going to be -1. Our next integer is 0. 0 is an integer. Next integer is 1, 2, 3. We can't have 4 because it hasn't got the extra line, and therefore I stop. Bob rounds a number x to 1 decimal place. The result is 8.3. Write down the error interval. Well, if the number was 8.3, round to 1 decimal point. The one before 8.3 to 1 decimal point would be 8.2, and the one after to 1 decimal point would be 8.4. The error interval is going always in between. What's in between 8.2 and 8.3 would have 8.25. What's in between 8.3 and 8.4 would have 8.35. It's similar to an inequality, as in we always put the letter in the middle, in this case x. The inequality signs if not given are always face the left, always, and the one left always has the extra line, which means greater than and equal to. On the left, we're going to have the 8.25. On the right, we're going to have 8.35. D. Bob says that x plus 5 in brackets squared equals x squared plus 25. Bob is wrong. Explain why. Well, if you see something in brackets squared, our first step is we should write out the bracket twice. X plus 5 in brackets squared means x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 5. When explaining double brackets, we know x times x will give us x squared. X times +5 will give us plus 5x. 5 times x will give us plus 5x. And 5 times 5 will give us 25. Simplify means to collect like terms. I've got x squared, no other term ending in x squared, so write that down. I've got plus 5x plus another 5x. They're like terms as they both end in x. So 5 lots add 5 lots will simplify to give us plus 10x. And I've still got plus 25 on the end. Part E, find the reciprocal of 1.6. Well, reciprocal means 1 divided by number. So in this case here, it's just going to be 1 divided by 1.6. Substituting into our calculator, 1 divided by 1.6 equals 5/8. Press SD, and that gives us 0.625. Factorize means to put back into brackets. If we have 3 terms, a quadratic in terms of x, it's going to factorize into double brackets. We can use our calculator to help us. We can just press menu, go down to equation, press equals, enter 2 for polynomial of degree, it's a quadratic, it's order of 2. Enter our values for a, b, and c. If there's no number in front of the x squared term, our value for a is 1, so enter 1. Our value in front of x, in this case, is +11. Press equals. And our value for c, in this case, our number term, -42. Press equals. Press equals again. One value of x is x equals 3. Press equals again. And x, the other value of x is x equals -4. That's solving. As we're factorizing, we can now go back, open our brackets, double brackets. We always put an x in each bracket. And now we always do the opposite. So the opposite of +3 is -3. Opposite of -14 is +14. So